Stop this man!
I will commit this to memory. Succumb.
You should have known better.
A bit more here on the side of Fnatic as in agreement with our panel. But who knows? I mean, Fnatic, they did look a little bit shaky in their first series. Of course, playing with Forev, they did drop that first series to motivate Trust. So it's not out of the question here to see Adroit, who are playing for a playoff slot here, to potentially make a move.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be Fnatic as the favorites here. They're going to start as the better team, the more experienced team. I think the first series is just like you said, hiccup with Forev. It's their first series together with him. Probably have to iron things out, work things out. And now, we've seen them played in the last couple of series. They a lot better, much better than their first series together.
I definitely agree with you. However, maybe that's the thread they're trying to pull out here from Adroit, right?
He's trying to trick him that he plays the one.
Yeah, nicely done.
That is what you sound
I like that.
Not sure if he felt he's gonna fall for it because he was pinging him.
Yeah, I always do that too, actually. I always do it. Or you know what I do? Sometimes I'll show up, I'll run top immediately if I'm playing pos 4 on Radiant. I'll run top and I'll drop the observer ward in the tower, and then I'll show and turn around immediately and then bait it, and then I'll plant the ward somewhere else in the lane. It always works. I check the replays.
When they buy the sentry, then you're gonna use your voice line.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, no, but for real, do you think Adroit potentially they're trying to pull out that thread? Because you said the PL has a great lane here, generally a favorable matchup for him. Maybe that's what they're trying to exploit here, the one weakness of Fnatic that they know they can maybe take advantage of.
It's just generally a good PL game. You look at their heroes, they are all not very good against illusion, except for the Invoker, which you can get to 25 with sure, but probably gonna be like a Quaspex. I think here, if it Exort Invoker, because they are lacking like if it's an Exort Invoker, it'll be a very greedy job. Because Doom offlane, Exort Invoker, and Terrorblade.
Yeah, would be very active. Oh, nice job there, interrupting the Shadow Rays. That's gonna hurt Mac a bit here, who did commit already for raises at level 1, so he's not first wave. You really only raise for the range creep, isn't that right? Especially for the
Oh no.
Really is here, but it's gonna be a fun mid lane to watch here between Mac and Moon. Top lane here, then we have Forev.
Well, started with a null talisman on the thing. I think I've seen, was it Jenkins? Someone made a video about like getting null talismans right now. Like if you get like 2 null talisman on Darkseid, you actually have enough mana to sustain laning phase spamming shells.
Without a Soul Ring?
Nah, yeah, you don't need this. You
Wow.
don't need
I'd be curious now that the buffs to Soul Ring have obviously been changed.
That's the previous.
Right, yeah. So I think now that's probably not as efficient. But I mean, the talismans are going to be great, especially on a right-clicking hero. The Grimstroke going to be trading blows here very frequently with that tank.
Because I bring that up because some of the position 4 players in this kind of lane, they like to go Basilisk. So you just
especially on the Grimstroke, right?
Yeah, you just keep spamming, push out the wave and try to pull.
Yeah.
And now talisman, like you said, it's more to giving the right click damage. So laning is much better.
Yeah, it's not an insignificant amount to say the least. It really does help you out quite a bit here. As DJ was looking for the kill there onto Puck, just trying to keep her out of experience range, and will do so, and forces the Fizzle to be gone.
Yeah, they have a very scary team fight, Richie. Warlock, Grimstroke.
Yeah.
Double Fatal Bonds.
Double Fatal Bonds, it is no joke, especially with that level. Is it 10 or 15 talent of the plus 4%? It's quite strong now. They always keep rebalancing.
Jabs. Cancel the cell.
Yeah, he's going to be breaking vision here, luckily. CML with the Wave of Terror will eventually catch him. That one. It is level 10 plus 3%. I mean, really, you need to look at that and say it's plus 6%, right? So that's some pretty serious.
Is it still the cast range on the other side? Cast range. The 150 cast range is very big.
It is, but I mean, really, you don't. It's only for. I mean, because the Golem cast range is so big already, right? So it's really only going to be for the Fatal Bonds. I don't think you're going to have too much of a problem. You have so many tanky frontliners. You have your Doom, even the Grimstroke as well to save you to some extent. Because the Rock right there is going to be quite crucial to these team fights, like you said. Especially the...
But I'm a cast range guy.
Yep.
The cast range helps also not only just the rock, but the up hero is something that you would probably
Very true.
use in a team fight a lot.
Very true. Maybe you can try and force a swap or at least a silence out from the puck to try and stop that one.
Good usage of the spell so far by the Invoker securing his last hits, either with the Tornado or the Cold Snap. And he used a very nice EMP for the mana from the Shadow Fiend. Play around the lanes better. I think so far looking at the CS is going okay for the Invoker. Crossback's Invoker generally have some trouble last hitting in the early stages.
Yep.
And now he's even. Great.
Now do correct me, but I do believe that they rebalance Fatal Bonds because everyone was doing this Grimstroke Soulbind.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Right. So now it's not as broken as you might think, but it's still pretty broken if there's only heroes around, right? So maybe that's something to take into consideration. Always a good idea to take fights around heroes. Boomy
just dead.
He might be dead. The boar as well. Yeah, he's just gonna click the boar. And so he's like, I need to deny the boar. Boomy's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so 4-minute runes up by the Fnatic supports. Jabs makes the rotation there. So pick up that DD. Go back to the lane with that extra boost of damage. But so far so good for all the lanes. I think everyone's happy farming. Doom has 24 and 3 right now. I think he's the happiest out of all the cores. Terrorblade and Beastmaster are 50-50, 17 and 16 apiece. So I think everyone's happy with how the laning phase is going.
You should have known.
Speaking of the laning phase, we generally see a lot of impact from the supports in the laning stage, right? At least the most dramatic, we can focus on them because the cores are just hitting creeps. These Fnatic supports, they have been changed up. If you didn't catch their previous few series here out from Fnatic in this tournament, it's going to be DJ now on the position 5. Could you explain that? I think our panel explained it as well, but could you elaborate on that a little bit? Why me? Well, I'm just curious. What are your thoughts? Obviously, with Ice taking a vacation.
It makes
right?
a lot of sense because when you're commanding the game, you're taking control of the whole situation, it takes a lot of concentration, you know, and you want to be playing a very mechanical, intensive role in the game. Plus 5, it definitely makes things easy for you because what the player said that because Ice is not around, he's usually the main commander in the whatever they said, what they use, main shot caller or something strategist.
The commandant.
So it'll be all on DJ because usually he does it with Ice. And now Ice is not here, so to relieve some of the tension for him or pressure on him. But since Jabs is also very comfortable on
Yeah, most definitely. And to your credit, to just exemplify your point, sometimes you'll see some position 5, some very notable position 5s just kind of standing around on the map, not really doing anything. But if you check their hero perspective, they're always looking around.
Yeah, they're clicking on items, and obviously the other thing is talking. You're always talking to your teammates.
Of course, DJ is going to take a death here. Mac, nice distance here.
Just trying to make sure that what the enemy team, scout what the enemy team is, because it's the catapult wave. You know, you don't want. You know the supports of the enemy team is probably going to come.
He's in trouble. Why is going to be totally fine. Quite low HP though. But yeah, no, the point I brought that up was sometimes you'll see them just kind of like standing there and they'll just get ganked.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Like to Puppy, a lot of the Chathams and
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You know, you have put your attention elsewhere. You know, talking to your, looking at the items, thinking about what to do in the.
Oh my god, MCY needed to be careful. They're baited by the catapult. Now Forev might consider diving this tier 1 tower. A great magic missile might just save his life, but the magic damage will take him down.
That's a huge breath. Now he's gonna be even further from the laning phase.
Oh yeah, he's feeling real good.
Invoker is already completed, gonna have his boots before he rotates, but so far so good. All the lanes are going well for Fnatic now, all 3 cores. Even the PL just died, he's still at a respectable place on the network, and we see Terrorblade, level 5, 3 points in Conjure Image, time to jungle.
I think you mean PL not in a very respectable place. He's actually trailing the pack at 2600.
Yeah, but he died once, you know.
Well, okay, I see what you mean. Cutting him some credit here. Very rare that we see Winter do that, isn't it? But they're going to be able to get the kill now.
Earn charge!
There's the first earn charge. That's always the hardest one to get. Moon likely to lose his life for this one as they will have detection nearby, but they are lacking the lockdown. As finally the Ghost Walk will be debuffed, and they're going to get a second kill there in exchange laner.
Doesn't have boots, he can get out of that sticky
Radiant's
position.
bottom tower
But
is
he
under
gets
attack.
the kill on the SF, his
Dire's
first
top tower
uncharge.
is under attack.
And right now, Forev also has a lot of space to work with because the support's rotated away from top. He's trying to maximize the damage getting done on tower.
Dire's top tower
he's
is under attack.
Rushing BKB.
Interesting. Interesting. Maybe
Scanning.
I don't know actually, because Doom
Radiant's
obviously
bottom
an
tower is
abysmally
under attack.
small mana pool, so you're not too concerned about this
very
like,
strange,
this
yeah.
Fusel Blade. Maybe they don't want to get locked down by the Venge. Because
Dire's
Roar
top
still
tower
I can
appears.
see why he wants it, but it's still strange.
I mean, what does it do, right? It shuts down the puck. It shuts down the SF early game, right? Maybe that's why you wanted to get it so
Yeah,
early.
but the Doom has, like you said, he has
Radiant's
mana
bottom
issues. That's why you
tower
always
is
need
under
drum.
attack.
Yep.
And he's here raw, Bansoy should just easy.
Yeah, jabs. He's going to make it a bit more difficult. Nice job there,
Dire's
closing
top
the gap for the
tower is
Inkswell.
under
attack.
Before poison. Yeah, he's going to be
Radiant's
fine.
bottom tower is under attack.
Well,
Dire's structures
it'll
are
happen from time to time.
Winlays, saving lives.
Winlay saving lives, yeah, and that's going to be the Necro Book 1 completed there on our Beastmaster. So he's going to get a serious push now going bottom, and another serious push actually.
Dire's
Fnatic
top tower
is pushing
is under
two lanes
attack.
at once as Moon will make the rotation top of lane on
Dire's
the
top
Lost
tower
West
has
Invoker.
fallen.
Still has the pair of burn charges ready to be used. He's going to be able to find anyone here.
Yep, good rotation as well to finish up the tower here, and Ambola was taking
Radiant's bottom tower
mid
is
lane,
under
so he's
attack.
getting a lot of XP, and you see the map again. Grimstroke is
Radiant's
taking
bottom
the dangerous
tower is
area,
fallen.
Terrorblade's in the gold mine. It's just like everyone's farming something.
Yeah, Raven, he's been doing pretty well on this new roster. He's just been the very consistent carry player
That's what they need.
need.
You know? Yeah, that's what they need. Because before when they had 23 Savage, his playstyle was different. You know, he has a lot of like a very fancy heroes. He plays a little bit more risky. That's why he's really good on the Morphling.
The Morphling, that's always the hero. Sometimes the Ember Spirit in the safe lane, right?
Yeah.
If the meta allows for it.
And they felt like it probably wasn't something they wanted to work around.
Definitely.
And they wanted someone different, you know. That's why probably they had this change. But it's so far so good for them, you know.
Yeah, I would say, and no disrespect to Raven, of course, he's a great player, but I would say the meta kind of favors this more safe style of play right now, right?
I like it that you
Radiant's middle
bring that
tower
up
is
because
under attack.
since like a month, 2 months ago, I think the meta has transitioned to more like you see a lot like four protect one
Exactly, right.
style,
Think
less of like a tricle. Because 23 Savage is more similar to like a tricle,
Yes.
carry player.
That's
active
where he
fighting.
excels. Active fighting. He doesn't really like to hit camps. He likes to hit heroes, right?
And right now with the current meta, they feel like Raven's going to provide them with what they need. And so far in the first couple of series, we've been seeing nothing but good plays, you know, of Raven.
Definitely. He's there when he needs to be. Now, we should be looking for him to maybe get involved in a kill or a push here eventually. As Ben Soy in some trouble, he is going to get his mana burn.
Nice
snap.
move,
He
nice
is
move.
going to die.
Smoke to reclaim their own jungle, their
Like
woods.
it.
They claim the all-important kill on the Beastmaster.
But for the full protect one, sometimes people get a little bit confused. It's not necessarily like you have a Dark Seer, an Oracle Dazzle. It's not like that intense. Think like TI5 era EG, right? Where yes, you had fear on the carry, but that team was really centered around Sumail, right? Every single game, big rotations, making sure he had a lane advantage, they were drafting in his favor, and he was always coming in big with the boost, right?
Yeah, but fear would be that, that reliable carry. Less flashy roles, it's always going to be, taking the spotlight, but, fear is there.
He is there.
We still need like a very stable and reliable carry, just like Raven right now in their team, in this Fnatic squad.
That's why Fear played a bunch of the Gyrocopter, a bunch of the very stable heroes.
Yeah, because Moon is like a very risky player. At times he takes a lot. He tries to make a lot of moves on the map. He's very, very flashy with all the heroes that he's been playing. And you put that together with a stable carry, everything gels together.
That's like the old Geek fan, right? Used to be quite good with that. Because you had Carl and Raven to balance each other out. And
Raven.
Yeah. So Raven still has those skills, but I think he's putting them, they're very well suited in this Fnatic lineup. And I really, no disrespect to Fred, but I can't wait to see them back with the full-time roster here. But for now, this is what we got for ESL One Thailand.
He's going to have his BKB.
Wow, he really is. I imagine they're going to be looking to fight here. I mean, they're spike early here, right, this mid lane.
Yeah,
Class Wax Invoker.
But the BKB is still going to be up against a Raw. It's going to be up against there's still stuff. It's not like, this BKB is going to be immortal.
It's not free, right? You're not up against 5 magic dealers, but I mean, it will help, especially the earlier you can use it. But yeah, that BKB already flying on a 13-minute BKB.
Oh, jab, playing the day lane, he's going to get a soulbind off.
Yeah,
Silence.
He
Oh,
will.
no silence.
They've actually missed the Dream Coil, I believe. So that means Boomy's going to have to get out of here. Moon closing the gap. There's the Urn charge. Is the cold snap available? You bet it is. Boomy without the Blink Dagger will now be
very, very
dead.
good plays there by Jabs. The way he was moving around, the way he's playing the dead lane was all around good job there.
Yeah.
Opening up a lot of space for the Terrorblade, enabling them to get a counter kill on the park. And right now they're going to move back towards the mid lane and going to transition to open up the top area.
I still would like to see Raven get involved here. I think maybe he can piggyback off the power spike here of the BKB Doom being so early because
do they have a ward here?
You need a little bit more. Oh, Mac perhaps in some trouble. Moon, he's going to kick it off there with the cold snap and the Urn. Dropping the rock even as he's going to bring in his own little essence. Actually, he's got the newest set. Not to matter though. Mac is still at
show off that rock.
Yeah, I've got it. He's going to use it. I mean, hey, and that's the beauty of the Warlock, right? BKB piercing stun. It's reliable as heck. And very, very long range cast on that thing.
Do you want to see this hero? I think he's like something that would be
has
interesting to add to drafts because he does provide you with like huge team fight. His laning is stable, I would say.
Yes. Well, he's much more of an enabler, right? He doesn't really give you a lot of kill potential.
Yeah, but he gives you a lot of sustain, and in the team fight, he's a beast.
That's why you see a lot with the Spectre as well.
Yeah. Spectre, Terrorblade's fine too because
sometimes the TB.
Yeah, because you want that someone to give you a reliable laning phase and that hero to protect you in the fight.
Especially because the TB's lane, his lane really ebbs and flows along with the metamorphosis, doesn't it? Right. So you need someone that when you get in there into the melee range on the melee form, you need someone that will be able to heal you back up.
Yeah, no, they're gonna go to the triangle.
They are, and look at where DJ is. He is ready. They're gonna commit the roar onto him, but that's gonna be basically the smoke gang in exchange for the position 5.
Yeah, they're fighting with the deep. That's what that was, but every good team will place the carry behind the support. The support will be standing in front to make sure that the smoke is broken because you just use a rock. Enemy knows that you don't have a big spell, so they're gonna run at you. And they get the middle, very, very important tier 1.
Good patience from Raven as well, not to be farming that stack. He really wanted it, but...
Yeah, they should be looking to get the rush. Kind of line of beast, bench, shadow fiend.
Yeah, they've got plenty of great auras, right? And plenty of med or of damage to it.
You kind of wish you have this lineup around on Radiant rather than Dire. Because it's easier for you to control rush. Like when you have this bench SF Beastmaster kind of lineup, the first Roshan is very crucial.
Well, not so much when there's no rock, right? Which is why we see them go for that play like that so aggressively. There's no way they charge up high ground without vision if there's a golem, right?
Yeah, but still right now it's going to be... Roshan's going to be something that they're looking forward in the future. They want to try to claim it as soon as possible for them. The Radiant team is very greedy. Feel like a Midas on the Invoker, and they already have a Doom, and they have a Terrorblade on top of things, you know.
Invoker looking to transition into more levels in the Exort, get some of that magic damage out now, and the levels, most important.
I think the excellent part is because you need to deal with the PL. They don't have any good with the PL. I mean, you can go for Radiance on Doom, but maybe not now. He's going after the BKB, but you definitely want someone to be able to itemize or at least play towards dealing with the PL, because the PL has been so far untouched.
Indeed, as has Raven. He might have once, but
PL is really good against TB right now. Yes, you burn his mana, so you can't stun them.
Burn his mana. TB does not do well against crowd control. He doesn't like building Maelstrom or Mjolnir. Really, not really his cup of tea.
Aghanim's is good against the PL on it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And of course, the supports for Fnatic actually wreck a PL as well. So that's all fine.
Yeah,
right. So basically being the big catch there. So we'll see here as I believe someone smoked up behind it. Maybe. So Fnatic, they're looking to contest this. Everyone's just chilling here.
They were waiting. They were waiting for the Hawk.
Oh,
now they smoke up. They want to end. Where are they going? They're going to the triangle. Okay, this might be a very, very cool move. So the Dire team thinks they're around that area. So the other team, the other side of the map is like to them is a dangerous side. But Fnatic are trying to use this information and try to play around it and move towards the side that they think is the safe side.
Yep.
And they get the SF.
Now he scouted that out. The Hawk giving him the vision. He knew something was up. So he farms
a ward behind the tower. They need a ward behind the tower. They have a ward on DJ.
No, they're gonna go for it. Maybe Moon just poking, seeing what he can get.
Bench behind.
We'll get a bit of mana, but not much else. Good read there out from Adroit.
Yeah, that was a very, very good move.
Reaction.
I think from both teams, they both reacted to what the opponents did.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom
a little bit of a take two to tango,
attack.
as you might say, right? So we're gonna hold our high ground, and Fnatic go, okay, we're gonna take the scenic route and try and gank your triangle. Right, well, The game continues. Very low kill game, this one, isn't it?
But
Right?
just pay attention to how they're moving and how they're farming in the map. It's not just like about kills.
No, it's not.
It's about how you
Dire's
utilize the
bottom
map,
tower
how
is
much
under
farm. I always discuss this about with my players about. It's about like getting the farm, like which team can maximize more farm on the map. Like how are you placing heroes that you think that it's more efficient farming which areas. And now Adroit, because they know that Radiant team is pushing the bottom tier 1.
Yep, they've shown
They're going for this rush, which I said earlier that it's very, very important for
they're
them to
going to
get
get
the
it
rush.
so quickly as well. Macro 3 up.
That's why you don't want to move. That's why you don't want to move to the bottom area as the Radiant team. You always want to stay around the rush area, especially against this kind of lineup.
Yep, Dire, although they are at a disadvantage because of the location of that triangle on the Radiant side, they at least have the outpost to keep, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I felt like this tier 1 as a trade for rush is not worth it.
No,
Radiant
no.
structures
Generally,
are
you almost always ignore that tier 1 until there's no
Dire's
other
bottom
buildings to
tower
push,
is
right?
under attack.
Or you feel like you're just so strong, you know, you can just do
Yes,
whatever you want.
yes.
But here, I don't feel that.
Were they not confident in taking a Roche fight there? What do you think? Or there's just a misread?
Yeah, I think it's a mystery. I think they could have definitely taken the fight. They had Rob. Oh wait, Doom is on. Oh,
They used Doom. They found,
Okay.
yeah, they found a puck. Okay, free kill there onto Boomy.
I mean, now it's fine that he does this because the enemy has ages, so you don't want to fight into that.
No.
You're just trying to go for
They're looking
pickoffs.
for the pickoffs, delay the push,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Trying to delay
Radiant's
the
top
big
tower
fights
is
from coming
under
out.
attack.
Not like this. They're now going for the bottom tier
Dire's
2 because
structures
they can
are
transition
fortified.
back here for 2 bounties, farm the
Dire's
enemy
middle
triangle,
tower is
and
under
just
attack.
try and keep
Radiant's
as
top
efficient as
tower
possible.
Yeah, and try to open up the outpost too by setting this tier 2. Here comes the
TP
Shadow
Max
King.
and Boomy as well, but Brad
Big
getting the
hits.
vision from behind the tier 2 tower. Raven with the Metamorphosis still active. He's got about half duration.
Yeah, they
and
shouldn't look to trade the towers. They have Aegis, they want to fight.
They do want to fight here. Nice Tornado is going to give him the escape, I believe. Jabs maybe just about ready to go back in. PL actually, he's still a little bit close, rather far. Really be able to close the gap.
There's no metamorph.
That's something a
They need
bit
to run.
awkward here about the Adroit draft, right? How exactly do they start fights here? Just a blink roar, perhaps? Coil?
They need a blink on either the beast.
Yeah. Because it's not too natural here, right?
So
Whereas
they'll have
Fnatic,
it soon. They'll have it soon.
Fnatic-
Their lineup is gonna come online very, very shortly. Once they have this blink, because right now they have team fight, they have damage, but they don't have initiation.
right. That's yeah, it's exactly it, right? I think they all TP'd over and they're like, well, what do we do now? Right?
Yeah, but they have to. You don't want to give your tier 2 just like
No,
that.
no, you do not. Especially only for a measly tier 1 in the other
And
lane.
you have the Aegis, you know, you're the boss in the game. You don't want to be taking any trades. So once again, Jabs is playing the dead lane as usual. The rest of the team is around the triangle, protecting the carry, and there's someone pushing on the mid lane.
Yep.
Just using all 3 lanes, and the Dire team wants to fight right
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower
They did a
is
good
under
job there,
attack.
actually nuking the creep wave. So backdoor is going to kick back in. Jabs gets the TP out. Gonna take them a while for the creep to return. They really go through that. I mean, it's 20 minutes, and look at that. They can almost go through backdoor.
Radiant structures are
Yeah, they're
fortified.
really strong together.
Yeah.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
just
tower
like
is under
a
attack.
5-man ball lineup.
It
Dire's
is. It's
top
not your
tower is under
traditional
attack.
one, but the Beastmaster and the Venge, right? The aura is just all powerful there.
Yeah, nicely done by Boomy, cutting the wave as well, just making sure they're not using spot power. And Raven's getting a trade here. Seems like it's going to be too late for the Dire team to respond. So they're playing against the Aegis trading.
Dire's
They're
top
holding
tower.
they're holding on the high ground. They've actually missed the foil here on the moon, and now they're going to be looking to turn the soul mine onto one,
Double
looking for
Doom.
the Doom. We will actually snag it into the rock now. It's a beautiful team fight for Fnatic, but where's the follow-up? It's not going to be quite there. Getting Doom, or roared rather, through the BKB will be Perez. They do manage to finish off at least the puck. Doom will now fall. Vengeance Spirit already down for the count. Mac, though, finally undoomed. Man fighting versus the TB Illusions as the Warlock will be next to go. MCY, though, continue to run down Jabs. Man, he got him just about one hit.
Is under
Sunstrike.
Nice.
He actually hit him there.
Yeah, we should. Oh yeah, that was a ward.
Yeah, he
that was
did.
a ward. Okay.
That ward may be just providing nearly enough vision.
So all in all, it was a 3-for-3 trade
Yeah.
plus the Aegis. So it was fine for the Radiant team. Your big cores didn't die. Your Terrorblade, your Invoker did not die. You lost a Doom, whatever, you know. It's still a considerate decent fight for you. And here we see a great initiation, double Doom with the Soulbind. But he just dies after that, after the Raw.
Yeah.
Just no armor items yet.
Moon not really having too many spells on his cooldown either. You can see he's kind of just chilling down there in the river, trying to
Yeah, but
see what he's doing.
I think overall it's still a pretty decent fight for them. They remove the Aegis and game goes on, you know, Terrorblade's gonna farm, Pia's gonna farm.
Yep.
It's gonna be the battle of the carries. And later on in the game, you have an Exort Invoker, you have a Doom. You're gonna be feeling very, very comfortable with that.
PL is starting to become a little bit scary though, for sure, right? You see, they don't yet have such a great way to deal with them without a few more levels in game support.
If the Doom decides to go Radiance, that could be a decent way of dealing with the Illusion. But that has to very, very long.
Solar Crest on our Invoker, interesting.
It's a very good item to help your TV play.
Oh, nice job here. Jabs immediately. He knows it's time for me to die for the team. He's gonna break the smoke, and is
Time for me to die.
Pretty much. Gonna maybe try and turn the DJ with the upheaval back. So he will actually roar up straight. Tornado though is gonna stop any follow through, and the ice wall as well. Bensoy is completely dead. He's been caught out. They have now committed to Coiler. They're gonna catch two.
Nice
Great spear though. Is that gonna be able to get the swap though? It's not gonna catch the Coiler. Even the Sunder gets off. Oh no! Mac. Is it gonna be the damage? Mac, he needs a little bit more. They're not gonna find him quite yet. Raven actually, the Metamorphosis is still active, but Mac able to just walk out of that fight. Now trying to man fight versus the PL, but unwilling to go against him quite yet. With too many supports, Jab is gonna go down here. MCY though trying to man fight his way through this one versus 4 heroes. He will not be strong enough.
Raven just saving the game right there, you know, for Fnatic. Everything could have been all over in that fight if he actually just died there in the initiation.
The swap was just a second late. They needed the snap on that coil.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
No.
The upheaval slow. The upheaval slow. Out from DJ. He knew they tried to fight them into the choke point.
Yeah, it's a choke point. Beastmaster went in so deep.
He really did.
With that initiation, and they couldn't really. I mean, they almost got the win out of that team fight. It was just so close.
Yep. Very, very close indeed. Raven with the Manta style. Damage, but most importantly, not getting the snap on that coil. That would have changed the entire dynamic of the game. Finally, get more than 20 kills, but most importantly, a net worth lead for the first time here for Fnatic.
That's very worrisome, if you ask me. They won the fight without Doom, without the double Doom.
Yep. And now they're ready to fight again. There was no rock.
Yeah, granted they use a buyback, right? Someone bought back the last fight.
It was. But really, I mean,
hey, it was whatever.
It was whatever, right? It's the support buyback. He pops your smoke, you kill him, and he buys back. That's just like that's
support
pleasantry.
life.
Yeah, that's the support life. Exactly. But a great buyback nonetheless, of course, providing the soul bind, providing the lockdown there on the PL, making sure you're catching sanded ground and fight rather than.
We're gonna see more of that soon. That fight was just the beginning of what is gonna happen in this game. It's gonna be all this like big head-on fights,
big clashes.
Big clashes with the SF Requiem against the Rock, the Double Doom. The longer the game goes, it's going to be the better for.
He opted to go for a full Crimson Guard here
On the Doom?
Yeah, interesting.
It's great against PL, you know?
It is. It really is. It negates a lot of his damage, especially once he burns all of your mana. He just kind of tickles you after that.
I still feel like you want like a Shivers. You need some armor, some mana item to more armor. He's going for Halberd next, which I feel like might not be the best right now.
That's going to be for Mac, right? Who we really haven't seen. I mean, the Requiem was fantastic that game, don't get me wrong. Actually, the Requiem ran him away from the Vengeful Spirit who was trying to get the snap on the coil, unfortunately for him. So just kind of a little bit unfortunate there, but team fight didn't quite come together perfectly.
See, Fnatic, the team is the advantage right now, like hitting take over the Ancient, make the right move, then you cut the waves, the mid wave and the bot wave. You see they're doing it with the Illusions and the bot wave. Heroes with the mid wave, and even the one lone Illusion at top lane pushing on the wave.
Bensoy, you can be trying to ramp, but the rest of Adroit, they know it's a very dangerous time to be outside of the base with all of the ultis.
They don't want to fight right now. They have to wait.
Attack.
Do they need to get before they are able to fight? What item is going to change the fate of the game for them?
I mean, the Puck Axe would be nice. It's a support Puck Axe, so it's not going to be too massive.
That would be actually a big deal.
It will.
Because their team fight is the swap to break the core.
Yes.
Or the Requiem to break the core, whatever. Yeah. Which either one it is.
Oh, and they're going to be kicking it off here. They want to go for Matt. Great swap out, but he's going to get swapped right back in. And look at the damage on the back down. He goes. He does buy back, but only with 10 souls. Boomy now is going to be exploded. There were 3 heroes there, Winter.
Soul Bind, Double Doom fight, man.
Yep. I didn't even notice the Doom. They were just extremely dead. Mac, though, he still has the ulti. Again, only the 10 souls, but Raven. Metamorphosis is active. It's just straight out of the high ground. He's actually got his own head of Talgrid. After bleeding him, he's after why.
Yeah, it's just showing them who's boss. You know, I'm Terrorblade, I strike terror on you. Respect me.
Exactly.
Get out of my lawn, man.
Job is the mid tower down. Just walks over there and bodies them.
Yeah. I mean, that's also the solar crest and alacrity on the Terrorblade. You know, you play around the Terrorblade. When you have all this kind of like a 4 protect 1 draft or just a hard carry draft, you want to itemize.
Adroit, they need to strike now though, don't they?
Yeah, they have to fight.
They have all the ulti.
If they give up this rush, I think the game is
Yep, they're gonna smoke up here.
They have to find the coil in top.
Oh, but Roche is already so low though. He's less than 1/8 HP. Can they reach the time max? Maybe gonna make the jump. See and now. Oh, the dream coil perhaps gonna keep dropping Boomy. Oh, it's gonna be Raven.
Die against the Roche.
Yes, they did get the Roche. As Mac popping the ulti. They will get a coil snap down onto Moon, following up with the roar. Boker dead, as is
no meta. No meta.
Now the Vengeance Spirit perhaps in some trouble. Raven just free to TP out. There's no stuns there. And now Forev, he did a great job zoning out the rest of Adroit to make sure he could escape.
How do you actually know there was no stuns here?
Because he had the Doom. Forev was just saying, hey, I got him over here, don't worry. Pretty much, he ran over to try and support
Yeah,
his
actually, I guess with the
attack.
coil down and then the Venge did, there's actually no disable.
Venge is dead, and after that, you're good to go here.
That was
Radiant's middle
a very, very good
tower has
TP
fallen.
saving himself, because if he died once, he would have died twice.
Yep. Yes, indeed, especially with the Angel. But now, still doesn't have
They're going to try to force buybacks here.
They're gonna have to do that here for
Radiant's
Adroit.
middle tower
He's a
has
Beastmaster SF. The towers are going to die quickly.
They really are, even with MCY. Karamov,
Evil.
Evil's gonna get some nice damage in here. Terrible speed. Eaten alive here as Raven continues to fight. There's gonna be the soulbind onto 2. Look at that. The silence on OPL. He didn't die. Jabs finding the kill there, and now Mac, he's gonna go down 2. They've overcommitted, underestimating the upheaval.
One soulbind, 2 forfeit. That is some value. Value play from your support.
Oh yeah, and they're looking for more. Boomy, will he be able to escape? DJ jabs with a blink dagger. Oh my god. Yeah, this man, he's like, I don't get to play position 4 all that much, but when I do, I'm buying a blink dagger. That item looks fun. The Sunstrike's gonna miss this time. Out from Moon. Boomy just giving us a run around, breaking the ankles. He might be good to go here.
He should be. There's no buyback on SM and PR.
Nope, and the rest of the team,
Dyer's
they're not
top
nearly
tower
as
is
distracted
under
as the
attack.
supports. The supports are like, oh boy, kills, oh boy, we wanna go chase the kills. The cores directly.
Calm down, boys.
Exactly.
Follow your TV. Get the game. Secure the game. Get the racks.
Yeah, I think maybe they're making the call, or at least making a discussion here of going straight for the throne, and now they will. And there's still a tier 2 standing in the bottom lane with Alacrity and the solar crystal. Damage out from Raven. They do have a repair kit, but for how long will that save them? Fortify as well, but Golem already ready to be used against Doom. There's Soulbind now ready to go. Golem though, they're going to catch 1, make that 2 onto the back line, trying to slow him down. Tier 4 is slowly crumbling now. Throne now exposed. Adroit, they're going to have that stuff back in 15. They don't have a Fortify. There's the Soulbind now catching 2. Benzoy is going to get the roar onto 1. It's the TB. The Throne still about half HP now as they do get a kill onto Jab. Then Spirit next to go down. Raven just leaving the Throne, getting right in the face, but finally MCY forced him to fight. He's going to get the Sunder off at the very least. Oh, the Throne explodes.